Good evening, my dear JEE 2025 warriors. Welcome to the 23rd January shift number 2 paper discussion. As you are all aware, the paper during the morning shift, that is the shift 1 of your 23rd January, had some better questions, some good level questions, especially in physics and chemistry. Was not that easy, but not medium also. I mean, it was kind of like, if you have done proper studies, only then you'll get good marks. Maths as usual was tough. Now, how is this shift going to be? So let's find out, starting off with your Captain Shreyas on the Vedantu JEE English channel, the #1 JEE English channel in the country for your JEE preparation, be it mains, be it advanced, be it VID EEE, be it Comet K, KCT, or be it your EAP SAT SRM JEE. So let's get started. I hope you have quickly smashed that like button, show all your josh, come with full energy, and subscribe to the channel, and quickly, yes, make sure that you have, smash the like button and you are here with your friends. All right, somebody saying, sir, the turtleneck is not matching with the Vedantu shirt. So the thing is, I'm feeling a bit cold over here, so that's why I wore the turtleneck, but also I should wear the Vedantu jacket, right? So, or else it will be like some random person has come. Oh, is he a Vedantu teacher or not? So yes, that's why I need to wear this shirt. All right, but this shirt is also very cool. I like it. It's got this new look. I really enjoy this shirt. And some of you are like, sir, can I contact you on some medium? I want to get in touch with you and all of that. Well, you can connect with me, no issues, guys. Definitely on my Instagram handle or Telegram handle, that is Captain_Shreyas. Either on Telegram or on Instagram, both. Yes, Insta or even on Telegram. You have something to tag or you have to share something, definitely do that. Okay, so let's begin with the discussion coming up on your screen. Here is the first question, I believe. There are two charges, their values are given, their positions are given. Find the potential energy between them. Let's figure it out. So first, let's think about the diagram for this particular question if it is not given. One is the coordinate +7, other is the coordinate -7. So if this is the x-axis, let's say this is 7 units on the positive side, this will be 7 units on the negative side. On the positive side, there is a 14 microcoulomb charge. On the negative side, there is -14 microcoulomb charge. And the question is potential energy, which is K, Q1, Q2 divided by R. K value 9 into 10 to the power 9. The charges are 14. So 14 into 10 to the power -6. But this will come 2 times and there will be a negative sign here because one charge is negative, one charge is positive. So negative answer only, and the distance between them will be 14. But this is in meters, of course. This is in meters, of course. Yes. All right, I hope this is absolutely very clear. So that's it, guys. Solve this and you will land up with the correct answer, which is nothing but -0.126. -0.126, not positive. Be careful. Why will it be positive? It will be negative. Why are you saying option A? Guys, did you not see negative charge is there? Potential energy is asked. Energy will be negative. Okay. What about 28th shift? Don't worry. We have still one more day to go. We'll get to know more what will happen. We'll see the trend. We'll do a trend analysis. Don't worry about it. Yes, we'll be doing board preparation on this channel, CBSE board preparation, just like last year and the year before that and even before that. So yes, board preparation will be there. Don't worry. So stay tuned. Next question. If moon takes 27 days to revolve around the earth, then the time taken by an object to revolve around the earth, which is at 1/9 the distance of the moon from the earth, is. What is this question based on? Kepler's third law. Yes, you heard it right, Kepler's third law, which says that the time period of revolution square is proportional to the distance cube, isn't it? So if you talk about the first time, so by the way, I'll put squares here and this will be cubes over here. First time the moon takes how many days? 27 days. Later on, how much time it takes, I do not know. Then around the earth, which is at a distance of 1/9 the distance. Earlier the moon is at some distance, let's say d. Later on the distance is d by 9. Now what will happen over here? d will get cancelled. This will basically become 9 cube and this will become 27 by t whole square. Take square root on both sides. Yes, take square roots on basically both sides. So this will become 27 by t is equal to square root of 9 whole cube. Square root of 9 is basically 3, so it will be 3 cube, which is basically 27. 27 will cancel, so T will become 1, hence the answer will be option A. Very good, SPSL Gaming. Was this shift easy or hard? As of now, I spoke to a couple of students and also the chemistry teacher and the mathematics teacher. So maths, not many questions have come, but chemistry, the initial set of 5 to 10 questions look very easier than the shift one, and the physics, the first 10 questions look easier. Now sometimes it happens we get the initial questions as easy and later on the questions are difficult, because students usually remember the easy questions first. So not the right time, but initial trends say that the shift was not hard as the shift one in the morning. Okay, this shift seemed to be little bit on the better side. That's what the initial trends are. Okay, yeah, Thukka won't work for this, correct, because then you will not choose one. That's why we say whenever you have to use Thukka, make sure that you realize that there is probability involved. Number two, if you are already getting decent or good score, don't use it, because most likely you can solve the question and get it right rather than taking a big gamble on it. But if you are getting less marks, anything that you get is bonus, right? Because then you wouldn't know how to solve it otherwise. Next question. Diodes are ideal, find the current through the battery. This diode based current is asked in every shift. So my dear students, diodes current electricity combo, please do it. Please do it. Okay, let's see how is this going to be. First of all, the diodes are ideal, so no voltage drop. So basically these two resistors are in parallel, and parallel resistance is R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So 6 3s are 18 by 9, which is 2 ohms. Assuming the battery is ideal over here, so therefore the current in the circuit will be nothing but the total voltage by the total resistance, which is 4 volts divided by 2, which is nothing but 2 amperes, which is B for IIT Bombay. Which is B for IIT Bombay. Is that right, everyone? Is 28th January going to be tough? We have to wait and watch till tomorrow what the trends are. The moment I come to know what is happening in tomorrow's shift, we can make a much better prediction. Okay, so hold on, we'll be doing a proper analysis just like I did today, and we did it yesterday also for your shift 1 and shift 2 on 22nd January. All right, so the correct answer is 2 amperes as expected, my dear students. Very good, Subbu, very good. K Ashwant, awesome. Minecrafter, welcome, welcome, very good. All right, E question. Reludaga, ooh, Rupesh. What about tomorrow's paper? Tomorrow's paper, prepare for a medium level paper. I won't say prepare for an easy paper, because if whatever happened in the morning shift happens tomorrow in the morning shift, then you better be mentally prepared. So please prepare for a medium physics paper, a better than usual chemistry paper, maths as usual, just lengthy questions. Selection is important. It's not tough, but it is just calculative and lengthy maths. Okay, next one on your screen. Okay, what is this? What is this? Question went somewhere. Oh, this is the question. There is a disk, radius r, mass theta is given, A, B, C are constants. Find the power of the delivered to the disk as a function of time. Okay, power is asked, so torque into theta, just like force into velocity. All right, so we all know that power is nothing but torque into angular velocity. Torque into angular velocity, just like force into velocity. So I need to find omega and theta. Omega and torque. So because theta is given, I can find omega. Omega is d theta by dt. So the derivative of this will be 2at plus b. Constant's derivative is 0. Then I will also find alpha, because I will find torque. So it is d omega by dt. So the derivative of this is nothing but 2a. Is that right? But I have to find torque, and it's a disk, so moment of inertia is mr square by 2. Mr square by 2. So torque being I into alpha, it will be nothing but mr square by 2. Alpha is nothing but 2 times of a. So now let's substitute it back over here, my dear students. Let's substitute it back and let's see what do we get. Torque is nothing but mr square by 2 into 2a, and omega is nothing but 2a t plus b. This two will get cancelled, nothing else is common, so it will be mr square a 2at plus b, my dear warriors. Yep. MR square A 2AT plus B, option A. Very good, Subhu. Yep. If you just do PYQs, qualifying, yes, possible. Qualifying, not an issue. But after 90 to 93% is basically the struggle point. Okay. I hope this is clear. Great. So let's see whether the answer is, yep, option number A. Yes, it is definitely option number A. Very good. Similar model came, Rupesh, no worries, because what did I tell at the beginning? These are memory based questions. So don't go with the saying that, sir, there was that number 2 here, there was 3, sir, it was alpha, beta, gamma. See, it's very difficult to get the exact question within 1 hour, that too from the students who are stressed. I mean, just imagine what we are giving to you. It might seem very easy, but actually imagine you as a student, after the exam, it doesn't go well, and it does not go as per expected, and you have to come and tell to the teachers, these were the questions which I remember. So it's not an easy thing, even for the students and for the teachers also. Even when we have to ask the students, we also feel, sometimes bad that, oh my God, Papa, that student might not have done well, or might have done some silly mistake, might be a topper also, but chumma, we are asking it because other students should also benefit. So these students tell us, no sir, we are coming by our own will, because I know that if somebody will tell me that these kind of questions came, I would be better prepared. I don't want other shift students to suffer. Maybe whatever mistakes I did, maybe other students will not do that. So that is the thinking which students come up with, and extremely proud and extremely grateful to these kind of kids. So I think you too should be like that. So whenever there is something, an opportunity for you to help, please help. And that's why we ask, please like this video, share this video, and make sure all your friends are also watching this channel. Correct? Okay. So let's go to the next question. A convex mirror, focal length dipped in mu, refractive index, new focal length. This question, what I have asked so many times, even in my batches and even on YouTube. It's crazy. Look at it. I mean, guys, it's a mirror. The mirror's focal length will never depend on the refractive index. Yes or no? Mirror's focal length will never depend on the refractive index. It's the lenses focal length which will depend. So hence it will not change. It should be F only. Yes, it is F. Read, it is a convex. It's a mirror. Concave, convex, doesn't matter. Many students thought, oh my God, it will become mu times 1 by mu times. No, not at all. It is just F. Very good, Mukesh, Subbu, Pratiksha, Abhinya, very good, Tarun, Breaking Bhanu, Akhil. Awesome. Yes, very good, very good. Awesome, Pujita. Let's move on to the next question. A projectile is thrown at 60 degrees. It has kinetic energy K. What will be the kinetic energy at the topmost point? So every shift this model is coming, you throw a projectile motion standard is coming, and at the topmost point, compare the heights, compare the times, compare the time taken to go from here to here, compare the speeds, compare the kinetic energy, every shift. So please remember 28, 29, even the 24th shift students, please remember these questions. Again repeating, as I discussed, whatever I remember, I keep telling you guys. So we all know at the topmost point, if the speed was u and this angle was theta, the speed becomes u cos theta, which is only the x component because y component vanishes. So initial kinetic energy is K. What is the kinetic energy at the topmost point? So original kinetic energy is half m u square. At the topmost point, the kinetic energy is half m u cos theta square. So it will be half m u square cos square 60. Half m u square is basically K. Cos 60 is basically half. So half square is basically 1 by 4. So K by 4 should be the answer. D for IIT Delhi. Very good, Charan. Asanbi. Very good. Very good. Very good. Jai Shri Ram. Awesome. 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 Parma. Very good. I think it should be answer D. Let's figure it out. Yep. It is answer number D. Very good. Excellent. Wow, Maya Shetty saying, as of now getting 220. If you're getting 220, you're close to 99.2, 99.3. Yeah, that's what you should probably, hopefully expect. And this shift seems to be having better questions, solvable questions, lesser time taken for solving the questions unless you are tensed in the examination. Yes, easy paper thanks to you. Thank you, Akhil. I'm so grateful that I have been helpful to so many kids around India. The work function, wavelength is asked, stopping potential is given, photoelectric equation, how many times I told you, the most important equation even in the physics big marathon which we did, the energy of the photon, work function plus E into stopping potential. That's the equation, photoelectric equation. Work function is given to be 2.14. This is in electron volt. Stopping potential is 0.6 volts. So 0.6 into E will make it 0.6 electron volt. So this will become 2.2. 0.0. Is it 0.6 or just check it out? Is it 0.06? Is it 0.6 or 0.06? Just check it out. If that is the case, then this will become 2.64 electron volt, and energy of the photon will become 1240 electron volt, but this lambda will be in nanometers. So lambda will be 1240 divided by 2.64 in nanometers. Yep, just check it out. How much is it coming out to be approximately? Just check it out, my dear warriors. Are you getting it close to 454 nanometers? Yep, just check it out. Yes, it is 0.6 plus 2.14 only, not 0.06. If that is the case, 454 nanometers should be the answer. Yep, some students were saying C option. No, it is B option. Yes, Abhi FF. Yes, Charan. Yep, yes. Very good. All right. Very good. 2.14 plus 0.6 will make it 2.74. So 2.74 electron volt. Yeah, you will divide it with 140. Yeah, correct. You are going to divide it so that you get the wavelength. All right. Moving on. Next question number 9. The graph of frequency F for X-ray and atomic number Z is a straight line for X-ray emission. Many students said that this was bonus, but let me tell you, this is not a question on X-ray, and this is more of a question on the Moseley's experiment, Moseley's law, correct, which is already there in atomic structure. It is the root of F, which is proportional to the atomic number, and that's how Moseley was able to make a modified periodic table or Mendeleev's, right? Instead of atomic weight, it was on atomic number. So it is the root of the frequency. That means you have to take the graph of the root of the frequency and the atomic number. That is a straight line. Okay, but this one, a graph of frequency versus atomic number, that is not a straight line. So option number B. Yes, correct. Next question, PV diagram. By the way, this question also came on day 1, shift 1. This similar question, but they had, asked work done. So even in our mock test, I gave you a complicated diagram and I asked you find the work done. It had beautiful solution if you have watched those mock tests, all right, already before our JEE began, just last week. So over here, work done from A to D is asked. So if you notice, there is a part where no work is done, which is this part, because this is completely isochoric. In isochoric, the work done is basically 0. It is only this part where work will be done, and that will be the area under this particular graph, and that will be positive because final volume is more than initial volume. So this work will be pressure, which is P1, into delta V, which is V2 minus V1, Similarly, you have to take this particular area from here to here, and you have to take this big area. Yes, so what is this area going to be? That will be negative because the volume is decreasing. So it will be minus, and the height of this is basically P2, and the volume difference is V3 and V2. So V2 minus V3. Okay, so just add both of them. So just you have to add this quantity and this quantity. That will give you the total work. This will give you the total work. Okay, so this is negative because volume is decreasing. This is positive because volume is increasing. So the answer to this particular question, I think it is there on the other slide. Yes, it is P1 V2 minus V1 plus P2 V3 minus V2. So this was the 10th question. After this, I will come back again. And remember, the JEE Advanced Rank Accelerator books will be given to you in the JEE Ekalavya batch, which is the advanced batch. But if you just want the Eklavya batch, you can buy it. Sorry, if you just want the advanced rank accelerator books, which has only JEE advanced question of different levels segregated chapter wise, that link is also there, and you can buy these books separately and start your preparation for JEE Advanced. Some of you are also asking, sir, will there be a JEE Mains crash course, just for our second attempt along with the board preparation? Let me tell you, we are going to launch that JEE Mains crash course very soon, and you will also find your Capto Shreyas sir in that particular batch. So stay tuned for the JEE Mains second crash course with boards and the JEE Advanced preparation along with other examinations like VIT EEE and you name it. Okay, so that is coming very soon because you wanted it to happen. All right, so let's start with chemistry discussion now. Let's start with chemistry discussion. Let me get out maybe Diksha ma'am, just hold on. Where did it go? All right, so we'll start off with chemistry discussion now. Yep, and after that maths will start, and then I will do the remaining questions of physics after that. Okay, so be ready for it. Yep. All right, so there we go. Okay, yes ma'am. Yeah. Okay.
On notes, is it? Wait a minute, where's the pen? You just ask the students. Okay, so everybody, am I visible? Am I audible to everyone? Everybody in the comment section, am I visible? Am I audible? How was chemistry? Actually, the questions that I can see, just give me a second. Okay, the questions that I can see now, I feel it's not the morning shift was some questions that were like you need to solve those questions, but now the questions that I have got, they are not something that okay we should solve that, it will take you seconds to solve that, but actually it is like either you know the answer or you don't know the answer, right? They are basically theory based questions, conceptual based questions, right? Not numerical based questions. 2-3 organic questions I have come across till now which are easy, simple, not difficult at all, right? Okay, so let us start with the first question, that is the correct order of melting point. The correct order of melting point of 14 group element is, of 14 group element they are asking you the correct order of melting point. So can you see this here, everybody? Can you see this here? Melting point, they are talking about group number 14, that is carbon. Kasi gaye Sant Prabhu, right? Okay, carbon, silicon. So here we know that what will happen down the group, it will decrease, but in this particular place it will get replaced with each other. So it will be carbon is maximum, then silicon, then germanium, then you will have lead, right? No, then you will have lead, then you will have tin. Lead will be before tin. Okay, so that is present over here. So answer is going to be D is the correct answer. So that is directly from your periodic table, right? Directly from P block. So direct question has been asked, right? Nothing to worry. Next question is what will be effect on pH of water when it is heated? Right, what will be effect of heat, effect of pH on water? Okay, so they are asking you basically pH. We know that pH is dependent, water is dissociated into H positive and OH negative ions, right? Okay, so if you talk about the pH here, what you should know, then as we increase the temperature, they are asking about increase in temperature, heated. As we increase the temperature, the pH will shrink. Okay, that means the scale at 25 degrees Celsius is till 14, right? After that it will decrease if you increase the temperature. So that means the pH is going to decrease here. B is going to be the correct answer. Okay, B is going to be the direct question. These are right, direct question. We have done this in ionic equilibrium. If you remember, I have showed you this chart regarding pH, how on temperature Kw ionic product will variate depending upon that. You will see that pH will decrease here, right? Next question is alpha helix. Again, this is a direct question from your NCERT, right? Direct question. This is alpha helix protein and beta plated sheet protein belong from which of the following structures? So this is a very, very simple question, direct question, guys. This is, everybody let me know in the comment section what is the correct answer here. Everybody let me know in the comment section what is the correct answer. Primary, secondary, tertiary or quaternary. We have 4 kind of structures, right? Yes, I can see that. Very good, students, very good. So that is secondary. B is the correct answer, right? Okay, secondary, B is the correct answer. That is divided into alpha helix and beta pleated structures. Okay, yes, very good. Next question is, again this question is also a memory based I would say question, that if you remember this, you remember this. Otherwise, if you don't remember this, then chances are, but you didn't match the following, still you have chances that you will be able to answer this, right? So firstly, if you talk about let's say brass, okay, so let's say brass, so I think everybody knows. Brass is for which thing? Everybody, brass is copper and zinc, right? Okay, so if I say D is 3 only in one case, है ना? D is 3 only in one case. Let's talk about other things. Let's talk about stainless steel. Stainless steel is made up of which thing that we use in our home? Iron, chromium, nickel, right? Okay, bronze is made of which thing, guys? Bronze is made up of copper and tin, right? Then gold is made up of this UK gold. Iron is made up of silver, copper, zinc, nickel. Okay, just remember this thing here. Here it is gold, but it is made up of silver. That's why it is UK gold coin. Okay, that is made up of silver, copper, zinc and nickel, right? So answer is going to be A is the correct answer, right? Okay, A is the correct answer. Acha, next question is very, very simple question. This is, see, this question I can still think that those students who have not read NCERT, who don't have very good memory, they can easily make this question wrong. But talking about this question, this is a very, very simple question, right? I was surprised that this is asked, right? So, which one of the following plots represents zero order reaction? Now, they are asking you between rate and concentration, right? So you tell me rate is equals to K, concentration, let us take it as A naught raised to power 0, so it is going to be 1. So that means rate is not dependent on the concentration. When it is independent, it is not dependent on the concentration. So we can say that it will be a straight line parallel to that thing which is variable, right? Okay, so answer is going to be A is the correct answer, right? Okay, simple, very, very simple question, right? Okay, now next question is, Acha, tell me how many times in the class also in thermodynamics, if you remember how many times I told you Gibbs-Helmont equation is very important. Surely question will come out of it. And in yesterday's shift also we have seen 2 questions, right? In today's morning shift also we have seen 1 question. And I would say out of all those questions, this is actually the most simple question out of all the questions that we have discussed in yesterday's shift and today morning shift, right? Because here you don't even have any calculation, nothing is there. But here, if you're in a panic state, then chances are you will get it wrong. Why? Because it's not like it's not at all a difficult question, but you know, there is incorrect over here. This is where students might do mistake, right? So even they have given you the equation also. You don't even need to remember the equation. Which of the following is incorrect for spontaneous reaction at a given temperature? Incorrect for spontaneous. That means they are asking you to check for non-spontaneous. Incorrect for spontaneous means correct for non-spontaneous. So why don't you directly check for non-spontaneous? That means they are asking about where delta G is positive. So where can I say delta G is positive? If you have this is positive, and this is also positive, then I can't say that all the temperature delta G is going to be positive. That's not possible. Maybe if delta H is, this is only possible if delta H is greater than T delta S. Only then delta G will be positive, but not at all temperatures. We want to have it at given temperature, that means all temperatures. Here we are saying that this is positive and delta S is negative. If we say delta S is negative, guys, if we say delta S is negative, if this is negative, negative means positive. So in all the cases, delta G is going to remain positive. That means here B is the correct answer. Okay, that means B is the correct answer. Is that clear? Right? Okay, is that clear? Simple, right, students? Very, very simple question. Delta G is going to be positive at all the temperatures. That means it is always going to be a non-spontaneous reaction. Okay. Yes, students, next question is for a particular shell. Okay, this is from quantum number, right? Okay, so direct question has been given to you. For a particular shell, maximum number of orbital is an orbital. In a shell, that means they are talking about n, right? So they are asking you the number of orbital, that will be n square. That is the correct statement. Number of electrons will be 2n square. Okay, what if they ask you what if in the upcoming shift they ask you the same question, but they ask you in a particular subshell? That will be, what if they give here for a particular subshell the maximum number of electrons, the maximum number of orbitals? I want to see that in the comment section. What if they give here subshell, then what will be the formula, right? So if you're looking for if you are here just checking that, ma'am, whether I answered it correctly or not, then you don't need to worry about that. But yes, if you're looking for like, I have shift tomorrow, then ma'am, I need to know this. So for that, I want to see whether 2n square are the electrons. That is right. What if they ask you for a particular subshell, maximum number of orbital is 2l plus 1? Yes, very good, Pratishka. Pratishka, very good. 2l plus 1, very good. 2l, L is for subshell. Okay, that would be for subshell. Okay, now statement number 2 is, so it is given to be for D subshell, number of orientation lies between minus is it 1 to plus 1 including 0. I am just confused here about one thing, right? I am confused here about one thing. If it is minus L to plus L, then it is the correct statement. If it is minus 1 to plus 1, then it is the incorrect statement. Okay, so if it is, I am assuming that they have given it to be, see, if they have given it to be minus 1 to plus 1, then it's not the correct answer, because D subshell, it is SPD 0, 1, 2. That means the L is going to be 2. So orientation is going to be minus 2 to plus 2, right? So it will be from minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. So I'm just assuming that they have written it here plus L to minus L, right? Then answer both will be the correct answer. Okay, then statement 1 and 2 will be the correct options, right? Okay, L is given na. Okay, L is given, very good. Minus 2 to plus 2. It will be minus 2 to plus 2, right? So answer will be both are the correct statements, right? Very good. Now next is okay, very interesting question. This is very, very interesting question. So here they have given you, this is actually a very simple question. Students, tell me what we used to do when you have a double bond. Very simple trick, I told you, very, very simple trick. Break the double bond O. That's it. This is all what you have to do here, right? So I'm just writing this here. This is the full compound. This is the double bond over here. Double bond is over here. Then you have this double bond over here, then you have one methyl group. Now what I'm going to do, just break this thing, right? Okay, and now attach double bond O here and double bond O here, right? Okay, done. Again break this double bond as well, I'm just breaking this. Break this double bond. Attach double bond O here and double bond O here. Right? Now tell me which statement is the correct statement. I can see double bond O here and here also, here and here also, here and here. So in all the cases, double bond, it is so present here. The difference is between this one. So it is CH2, C double bond O, CH3. CH2, this is aldehyde, so this is the incorrect statement. This is CH2, C double bond O, CH3, that is the correct answer, right? Here it is double bond, then it is going to be CHO, yes. So that B is coming out to be the correct answer. Isn't it? Why? Which I got it. Why B is coming out to be the correct answer? This is double bond O. This is CHO. Right? Here it is double bond O means it is C double bond. Here it is H. So it is CHO only. This is nothing but this is CH3. This is CH2. Right? So this is also CH. So double bond CHO. This is CHO double bond CH2. Double bond CH2 double bond CH3. Right? Okay. So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Very simple question this is. Very simple question. Right? Okay. Any problem here? Any problem here? Acha. Okay. Chal. Now let us do this question. Here it is. Here it is. The total number of isomers possible for aldehyde and ketones for C4H8O. Right? Okay. For C4H8O. Everybody. So here what we have to do. Aldehyde and ketones they are saying. So that means there should be one double bond. And if you calculate the DU here, it is going to be one double bond. One double bond. Okay. One double bond. If you calculate the D of this formula, that is going to be one double bond, right? So one double bond will be of carbonyl only, either it is aldehyde or ketone. Number of carbons are 4, so I'll just draw it here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I attach this double bond over here, either I can aldehyde, so I can attach here also, right? Okay, I'll just write it simply, CHO only I'll write it, CHO, right? If I do the branching, if I just write 1, 2, 3, this is CHO, this is the branching, right? Isomers they are asking, now if I do the branching, here also it is one double bond. So these two, further branching I can't do. One is for ketone. For ketone what I'll do? For ketone what I'll do? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Double bond O, either it can be here or it can be here. Understood? On the terminal position, it is aldehyde only. On the middle position, it can be ketone. So both the middle positions are symmetrical. So there is only one possibility. Further branching I can't have. It's not possible to do here branching. So that is 1, 2, 3. 3 isomers are formed here. Right? Okay. 3 isomers are formed here. Got it, students? So answer is going to be 3 is the correct answer. Next question is, okay, I think that's it because this question I seem is incomplete. Okay, now I'll just call Namrata ma'am here so that she can do further, and after that we'll start with the chemistry section again. I'll just take some more questions here for you, right? But you will see that it was not taking me like much of time. It was actually very simple direct questions. Even if you see this question is also not very complicated. You see this question, this is also not complicated at all, right? Okay, so direct question has been asked in chemistry. I would say today's morning shift was still on a higher side as compared to today's evening shift, but still we are just all other questions are also coming, so I'm just hoping that other questions are like on a higher level, or let's see what is there, right? Okay, yes, so now by that time I'll just call Namrata ma'am here. Hello. All right, let's get to the mathematics section. Am I audible? Mathematics. Okay. All right, so I've got very less questions from mathematics. So we'll be solving 3 questions from mathematics. Then we are going to do physics. Okay, till the time I can just get some more questions. Okay. All right. I hope I'm audible. Yes, Casey. Yes. Okay. So, okay. So, a little bit, some familiar questions are there. Some new questions are there. Just like this question. Can you see now? This is a little bit new type of a question. If you read this question properly, you will understand what I'm trying to say. So, this is the question. If a square is divided into 4 cross 4 squares, if 2 squares are chosen randomly, then the probability that the square doesn't share common side is, understand, over here. So probability is what? Favorable outcomes upon total outcomes, correct? Total outcomes, can anybody tell me? Total outcomes will be what? So total outcomes means you have to select 2 squares out of 16 squares. 2 squares, selection of 2 squares out of 16 squares. So 16C2 is total outcomes, correct? Okay. Then we are having favorable outcomes. Now what is the condition? 2 squares are chosen randomly, then the probability that the squares doesn't share common side. Understand this. Share common side, does not share. So what we are going to do is, favorable outcomes will be total outcomes 16C2 minus those ways where squares share common side. Squares share common side. Okay. So this is going to become 16 into 15 by 2. 16 into 15 by 2 minus squares share common side. Squares share common side. So understand, this is 1. Okay, so this line, if I consider this particular line, that means this line is common to these 2 squares. Correct? If I consider this particular line, 2 common squares, 2 squares having 1 common side. So can you see that 4 lines means 4 pair of common squares. Now this is also, so basically we just need to count the common sides. Automatically we will get the number of pair of squares having common side. Okay, so just count the common side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means 4 3s are 12. Vertical side, 4 3s are 12. So 12 such squares. Now horizontal. So horizontal. Again 12. So 12 horizontal lines. So 12 plus 12, 24. So this is 24. So answer will be what? 120 minus 24 upon 120. So that is going to give you 1 minus 24 by 120. That is going to become 4 by 5. So correct answer will be what? 1 by 5. 1 by 5. Okay, sorry. 24 minus 1 by, sorry, this is 1 by 5. 1 by 5. So correct answer will be 4 by 5. Option B is absolutely right. Okay. All right. You already are saying that B. What do you think? This question, I think it was an easy question. That's what I feel. But again, it is a new type of question, right? Not the predicted, that model based question. Okay. Now let us move on to the next problem. Okay. This is the problem, permutation and combination. Permutation and combination. Okay. Smash the like button right away. Smash the like button right away. Okay. Okay. Next question, we can see permutation and combination, and you know what? 2 different kind of models combined together. Okay. 2 different kind of models combined together. There are 5 boys and 4 girls. Sum of the number of ways to sit them such that all boys sit together, and number of ways such that no boys sit together.
So basically we want two particular type of problem. All boys are together. All boys are together. No two boys sit together. No two boys sit together. Okay. So understand this similar type of question was asked in morning shift as well. That gap method and Fevicol method. So this is the combination question of gap method and Fevicol method. Okay. So this is all by boys are together. So this we are going to do with Fevicol method. Okay. So what is the Fevicol method, ma'am? 5 boys and 4 girls. So 4 girls are there. Plus what we are doing is all 5 boys B1, B2, B3, B4, B5. Okay, so 4 plus 1. We are keeping the boys together. We have glued the boys with Fevicol using Fevicol, right? 4 plus 1, 5 entities are there. 5 people are there. So that can be coupled by 5 factorial. Now, since the boys are together, but they can shuffle among themselves. They can shuffle among themselves. So 5 factorial plus all boys are together, Fevicol method. Now this is your gap method. What is gap method, ma'am? Gap method may, what is the gap method? Understand, no two boys sit together. So whenever no two boys are sitting together is happening now. So just understand, make girls sit together first. Arrange the girls. So gap method, G1, G2, G3, G4. This, the arrangement of girls will be done by 4 factorial. Okay, gap method. Now, whenever you have 4 people, how many gaps will be there? How many gaps? Ma'am, 5 gaps will be there. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gaps are there and you have to make all the boys enter into those gaps. 5 gaps, 5 boys. Okay. So 5 places, 5 boys. 5 places, 5 boys will be done by 5 factorial. So the answer will be 4 factorial into 5 factorial. If you take 5 factorial out, this is 120 plus 24. So this is 120 into 144. Whatever the value is will be your answer. I can see one student is continuously writing 17280. 17280 is absolutely right. Have a look. 144 into 120 is 1720. Okay. All right. Clear? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes. Okay, okay. One student is telling me one question, x power x, x power x power x, 1 plus ln x whole square. Let me just go back and find out this question, whatever you're saying. Okay. Then we are having a question from variance. Okay. This is from the basically chapter statistics, a little bit calculative question they have given. Find the variance of the number. Variance, so you know, what is variance? Tell me. So variance sigma square is sigma xi square upon how many number minus mean ka whole square. Correct? This is your, what do we say? Variance. Okay, so we have to understand that this is a little bit calculative, like not little, only calculative question. Okay, so 8, 24, 34 and 320. 8, 21, 34, 300 and all the way up to 320. So first of all, we need to understand how many terms are there. How many terms? 320. Number of terms. So this is an AP is getting formed whose common difference is 13 clearly. So A is equals to 8. Common difference is 13. Just tell me 320 is which number term? So 8 plus n minus 1 into 13. So understand, this is 8 minus 13. So 8 minus 13 is minus 5. 325 upon, this is going to give you what? 325 upon 13 is equals to n. So this is what? 25. Yes. So number of terms is equals to 25. This is going to be 320 number is the 25th term. At least you got the number of terms. Right? Number of terms. Clear? Perfect. Okay. So this is what it is. Now sigma square will be what? 8 square plus 21 square plus 34 square and all the way up to 320 square, correct? Upon we are going to have n minus mean. Mean will be what? 8 plus 21 plus 34 and all the way up to 320. Now understand, this is going to take a lot of your time. Okay, this is going to take a lot of your time. Yes or no? Okay, so for what we are going to do is, let us write general term. Can we write general term? So general term will be equals to 8 plus n minus 1 into 13. So this is going to give you 13n minus 5 is equals to general term. 13n minus 5. Correct? 13n minus 5. Correct? Now understand that 13n minus 5, if these are the observations, by the way. These are the observations, right? So understand this minus 5 will actually not make any impact. Minus 5 will not make any impact actually. Okay, minus 5 will not make any impact. Let me just show you that table, understand. Okay, so are we having the C? So what I'm trying to say is, suppose you are having x1, x2, x3 and all the way up to xn. Now suppose this is with you and this is having your sigma square as variance. Now understand, x1 minus 5, x2 minus 5 and all the way up to xn minus 5. This will also have sigma square as the variance. Basically what I'm trying to say is, even if your observations are 13n minus 5, you can still apply your brains to reduce the calculation, and what you can do is, rather than doing this, you can find the variance of 13n. Forget about minus 5, variance will be same. See both the observations. Change of origin, this is change of origin means even if you add or subtract anything in all the observations, your variance will not going to get changed. Number one thing. Okay ma'am. Okay. Understood. Got it. Now one more thing. So what we are trying to say is, variance of 13n minus 5 wala observation will be same as variance of 13n. So let us calculate the variance of 13n. Correct? So now your observations will be what? Tell me. Rather than, so this observation sigma square will be equals to 13n. So this is 13, 26 like that. 13 square plus 26 square and all the way up to 25 terms. Upon 25 minus, this is 13 plus 26 and all the way up to 25 terms. Correct? Upon 25, okay? And this is a square over here. Now, if you take 13 square common, what are you going to get? Tell me. 1 square plus 2 square and all the way up to 25, correct? So, let us do that now. 1 square plus 2 square and all the way up to 25 square, all the way up to 25. Okay, here also you take 13 square because there is a square over here, mean ka square. Take 13 square out. So what you are going to get is minus 1 plus 2 all the way up to 25 by 25. So mean of 1 plus 2 plus 3 and all the way up to 25. Correct? So this is what it is. Okay, let me just take one more slide over here. Ignore this, ignore this. This is a lengthy calculation. This is a lengthier calculation, okay? So this looks that it is very easy, but it is not easy. So what I'm trying to tell you is, rather than calculation of this, you can shift the numbers. So 13 square plus 26 square all the way up to 25 terms upon 25 minus 13 plus 26 and all the way up to what? Up to 25 terms upon 25 whole square. Now I have taken 13 square out. So 1 square plus 2 square and all the way up to 25 terms upon 25. Okay. And this is going to become minus 13 square is already out, 1 plus 2 and all the way up to 25 upon 25. This is whole square. Correct? Okay. Let us solve it out. So 169 multiply. Now understand. Sigma n square is what? Nn plus 1, 2n plus 1 by 6. So n, that is 25, n plus 1, 26 and 2n plus 1, so 51 by 6 into 25 minus, what about this? So this is square, 25 into 26 upon 2 into 25 whole square. Okay. All right. 25, 25 gone. 25, 25 gone. So you are left out with what? Tell me. So this is 169. Multiply. You are going to have, this is what? 3 and this is 13. 3 ones are 3, ones are 3. 3 sevens are 13 into 17. So 169, this is 13 into 17 minus 13 into 13. One more 13, you can take it out. One more 13 is out. So final answer will be what? One more 13 is out. Then you are going to have 169. Okay. Hmm. 169 into 13 into 17 minus 13, this is your 4. So this will be your correct answer. Upon 300 कहाँ से आ रहा है? Okay. All right. This is how your sigma square will look like. All right. Let me have a look whether we are having another question. Yes. Another question from conic section. One student was telling me about the conic section. Ma'am, do you have any particular questions? Most frequently asked questions from conic section. So this is one thing which I have already told you. Midpoint formula. Okay, so find the length of the chord whose midpoint is this of the ellipse. Find the length of the chord whose midpoint is given. Okay, so what we are going to do is understand that we have an ellipse, correct? And by the way, this is a vertical ellipse. Now, midpoint of this chord is given to you, which is 1 comma half. 1 comma half. So, what you can do is, using t is equals to s1, you can write the equation of chord. Equation of chord you can directly write. Let us write equation of chord by t is equals to s1. So, x1. So, x into 1 upon 2 plus y into half upon 4 is equals to 1. So, x by 2 plus y by 8 equals to 1. So, now if you multiply whole equation by 8. So, this is going to give you what? 4x plus y is equals to 8. This is your equation of chord. Okay. This is the equation of chord. Oops. Not t is equals to s1, right? Sorry. T is equals to s1. So, this is your t. S1 will be what? You have to put this point on this line, 1 by 2 plus 1 by. If you put half over here, 1 by 16 minus 1. So now half, 1 cancel and you are going to get what? So this is 8 plus 1, 9 by 16. Yes, 9 by 16. So this is incorrect. Let me just write it the correct version. Yes. So if you multiply 16 on both the sides, 4x plus y equals to what? 9. This is the equation of chord. Equation of chord is right here. Okay, but what do you want? Length of the chord. What does that mean? Length of the chord you want. Correct? So this point and this point is something which you already want. This point and this point. Okay. Suppose this is what? x1 comma y1. This is x2 comma y2. Correct? So x1 plus x2 you know, by 2 is equals to 1. So what you have to do is, now you have to solve this chord with this ellipse. Solve this chord with this ellipse so that what you can do is, you can get this point and this point, that is point of intersection of line and ellipse, and then you can calculate the length of the chord. Distance between this point and this point will give you length of the chord. Okay. All right. Now we have another question from shortest distance between two lines. Let me just open it right away. This is a direct question, guys. Direct question over here. Okay. So how much would you rate this paper, ma'am? Let me just tell you very honestly, some questions were mostly predictable models. Gap method, Fevicol method, you have seen. Variance, you have seen. Shortest distance between two lines, you can see over here. If the square of the shortest distance between two lines is given, and that is given by square is by the way m by n, then m plus n they are asking. Okay, shortest distance between two lines. Okay, shortest distance between two lines. Okay, So what is the formula of shortest distance between two lines? Let me just give you a brief. Direct formula I am going to write. So shortest distance, understand. Row number 2 will have direction ratio of line number 1, 1, 2 and minus 3. Row number 3, 2, 4 and minus 5. Okay. Then we are having 2, 1, minus 3 is there. 2, 1, minus 3. And minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. This is Z. Okay. Minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. So minus 1, minus 3, minus 5. Okay. So now understand this is x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2, minus 3. So this is going to become what? See, 2 minus minus 1 is 3. 1 minus minus 3 is 4. Minus 3 minus minus 5 is 2. And here in the denominator I, j, k, this is the direct formula. Okay, 1, 2, minus 3, 2, 4, minus 5. The modulus of the cross product of direction ratios of both the lines, and there is a proper modulus involved over here. This is the shortest distance. You just have to calculate it and you will have to get the answer. Okay, so if you calculated 3, this is going to become minus 10 and plus 12. Minus 10 plus 12. Minus 4, you are going to have minus 5 plus 6. Okay. Then you are having plus 2 and you are having 4 minus 4, 0. Okay. Upon square root of, now understand, if you take cross product, this is what? Minus 10 plus 12. Minus 10 plus 12 is 2. 2 square plus j cap. Can you see? Minus 5 plus 6. So this is 1 square plus. What about this? So this is going to become 4 minus 4, 0 ka square. So now this is what? 3 2s are 6. What about this? Minus 4 and upon this is square root of 5. So 2 by root 5. Square of, if you just calculate now square, you want square. Overall you want square. So square it right away now. 4 by 5. So square is 4 by 5, m by n you can clearly see is 4 by 5. So 4 plus 5 is 9, option B, absolutely right. Okay, OD, BG, 777F. He is saying x2 minus x1. Why are you writing x1 minus x2? You can write anything because modulus is there. Okay, even if you write minus 3, minus 4 and this, then also you're going to get the same thing. Do not worry about it. Okay. OD, BG, 777F. Definitely. X2 minus X1 or X1 minus X2, it will not make any impact. But understand, if you are doing X1 minus X2 here also Y1 minus Y2, here also Z1 minus Z2. You can't be doing X1 minus X2 here, ma'am. Y2 minus Y1 here. Random thing you can't do. 1 minus 2 or 2 minus 1 throughout. Okay. ODBG. Got it. Okay. Chalo, let's call physics now. Let's call physics till the time I can arrange more memory based questions. Okay. And don't forget to like the session and share this session with your fellow JEE aspirants as well. And also we are going to launch crash course for second attempt as well, which will include the preparation for your board examination as well. So do not forget. Thank you Akhil. So good. Good to hear that. Okay, chalo. Calling Shreyas sir.
Okay, so it seems like the physics paper was normal, just like yesterday's shift. It was not very difficult or anything. So physics paper was easy. The questions are also good level only, but it is good level means not very difficult or anything. And you will find that, okay, these are something different. Okay, something nice is there, but it is not difficult or anything like that. Okay, so let's get started with the physics paper discussion. Okay, Just one second. We have done the first 10 questions. Yes, we have done the first 10 questions. Some students are asking, sir, will the cutoffs be different for the shift? For morning shift, the cutoffs will be lower because it was slightly more higher. But today's shift, it will be very similar to January 22nd, okay? Very similar to January 22nd. That's what it feels like. Let's see how it goes after we get the complete set of questions. So, right. So, let's begin. Let's begin with the next question coming up on your screen, and here it is. Yep. Sir, my Aadhaar card has childhood photo. Don't worry, just carry a spare ID card and also take the Aadhaar declaration form just in case. Okay, cool, great. The cutoff marks for OBC, I'm not really sure how much that will be. Okay, but usually it is not much different than the open category. It might be 10-20 marks here and there. Okay, not more than that. All right, so second shift was very similar to 22nd Jan, unless you are panicking in the examination. This particular question based on what is it, resonant frequency. Current becomes maximum, that means resonance, and the resonant frequency is 1 over root LC. So the value of inductance and capacitance is both given 100 millihenry. Milli means 10 to the power negative 3, and capacitance is 25 nano. Nano means 10 to the power minus 9. That's it, guys. That is what you are going to do, and many of you have given the correct answer, I believe, as I can see in the chat box. Very good. Awesomeness. 2 into 10 to the power 4. 2 into 10 to the power 4. Very good. Option A. Yep, that is the correct answer. Very good, Ashwin. Everyone. No, this was not a tough exam. This was not a tough shift. Very good, Charan. Next, a prism of refractive index placed such that prism angle is equal to minimum deviation. We have done this question even in the mock test so many times. If you have attended my mock test, you would be very familiar with this question. That's why I keep saying, please follow the mock test, download the PDF, solve those questions. Many questions at least will be like leaked out before the exam only. You'll feel like, okay, these questions models are familiar. That's the reason why you should practice more. At least, okay, if you are from 28th, 29th or 24th shift, practice now. You still have whatever time you have, at least in 1 hour, you might practice some 30-40 questions. Okay, so let's go. So for this, refractive index is given, angle of prism is equal to the angle of minimum deviation. Use this formula. Mu is equal to sine of A plus delta minimum by 2 by sine of A by 2. Okay, so refractive index is basically root 3, and both these angles are same. So A plus A by 2 divided by sine of A by 2. This will be A plus A is 2A, so it will just become sine of A divided by sine of A by 2. Now once you get this, once you basically get this, what you can do is you can do this as use sine to theta formula. Think of A as 2 theta, so it will be sine theta cos theta into 2. So this will be nothing but 2 sine A by 2 into cos A by 2. The whole thing divided by sine of A by 2. Sine A by 2, sine A by 2 will cancel. So this will become root 3 by 2 is equal to cos of A by 2. That means A by 2 is equal to 60, sorry, A by 2 is equal to 30 degrees. Therefore, angle of prism is 60 degrees, which is option number A. Yep, it is not 45 degrees. I don't know why you are saying 45 degrees. It is option number A, 60 degrees. Very good, Charan. Aswin, no, Kichu, it is not C. Yep. Thank you, Breaking Bhanu. Means a lot. Yes, pi by 3, Irfan. Yep. Very good. Excellent. Moving on. The next question. Find the pressure difference of the air bubble, radius 2 cm, 20 centimeters below the surface, and atmospheric pressure, etc. Whatever. Okay. So basically, surface tension based question is coming in every shift, especially the pressure difference, surface tension concept, every single, or using the formula of potential energy of the surface, U is equal to S into A. Every shift is coming up with this question. So important model, guys. So pressure difference of the air bubble of radius 2 cm. formed from 20 centimeters on an open water surface and the atmospheric pressure. So pressure inside minus atmospheric pressure is equal to, now because it is clearly mentioned the bubble is somewhere inside and this is the pressure which we are comparing with the atmospheric pressure, this pressure inside will be atmospheric pressure plus rho GH plus 2S by R. This is what the inside pressure will be, and this whole thing minus P naught will cancel, so it will be just rho GH plus 2S by R. Why is it 2S by R? Because it is a bubble. This is a bubble inside a liquid and it has only one surface. When it has two surfaces, it is 4S by R. When it has one surface, it is just 2S by R. This is coming because this pressure plus the hydrostatic pressure plus the pressure due to the surface tension will all build up for the pressure inside the bubble, and you have to take the difference with the atmospheric pressure. Density of the liquid is 10 to the power 3. Gravitational acceleration is basically 10. The depth below is 20 centimeters, so this is 0.2 meters. So this is the first term, and 2 into surface tension, that is 70 into 10 to the power negative 3, and the whole thing divided by the radius, which is 2 into 10 to the power negative 2. Yep. What are you getting the answer as? Sir, if I just practice the Vedantu mock test and do the PYQs and also the discussion sessions, these three things, it's very, very easy to qualify the exam. Just practice PYQs and also practice some old PYQs randomly, and don't just rely on 2023, 2022, 2024 PYQs, and please attend these discussion sessions. Definitely you will qualify. Why not? If you have time till 28th, 29th, definitely. Okay, yes, this is the correct answer. Option number B should be what you are getting. All right, 700 plus PYQs. Aman, please also practice the discussion session questions and very old PYQs also. Okay, that is very important. All right. Okay, NCERT is only important for your chemistry, that too more for inorganic part and little bit of organic chapters. Otherwise physics NCERT only some theoretical aspects. More than that, it is more of an application oriented exam than the rote learning or just memory based. Capacitor is connected across a voltage and there is a displacement current. This is a chapter of electromagnetic waves. Initially they have given the concept of displacement current, and we know that these kind of questions, the displacement current is the conduction current, and the conduction current is the rate of flow of charge, and the charge in a capacitor is capacitance into voltage. So capacitance is a constant, so it is rate of change of voltage, which is going to be your displacement current. But the question is on how quickly the voltage is changing. That means you have to find dV by dt. So dV by dt will be the displacement current divided by capacitance. Displacement current is 2.5 milli is 10 to the power negative 3. Capacitance is 0.25 micro is 10 to the power minus 6. You can say 25 will get, or 2.5 will get cancelled, shift the decimal. So this will become basically minus 7. It will become plus 7 on the top. 7 minus 3 is basically 4. Yep. So basically you should get the answer as, answer as basically 10 to the power 4. Yes, 10 to the power 4. Yes, option 1, correct. Very good, Ashwin. Yes, Ritesh, awesome. That is how it is. Yeah, don't worry about the exact values. Like I said, these are memory based questions, so obviously the values could be plus or minus here and there. Mainly understand which subtopic, what nature of question, what model of question they are asking, all right, and see how to solve it, because if such question comes in your shift, you should be able to solve it. Okay, capacitor, resistor based questions are coming again and again. All right, Akhil, the practice paper links I have already put it up on the channel. Just check out the just 2-3 days before video. Okay, important announcement or something like that I have made. It's a live class. In that there are many links of many mock test papers freely available for you to download. Just give that. Okay, Akhil, and also all the discussions that we are doing, we are also putting up the PDF after the session is over in the description as well as in the comments. All right, Achilles, perfecto. Okay, All right, all right. Find the charge on the capacitor. R1 is equal to R2. So if that is the situation, if both the resistors are same, then the voltage here will be E by 2, and here also equal voltage will be dropped, that will be E by 2. So the charge which is CV will be C into E by 2. That's it, C E by 2. This was very straightforward Laddu question, okay, which came in the shift. If the resistances are different, then you have to find it out, okay, using Kirchhoff's law or by simple series arrangement formula. Okay, all right, all right. Welcome, Abhiram. I'm so glad we are helping you out in every possible way. Moving on to the next question. For A more than 30 and less than 170, the binding energy per nucleon is almost constant, and nuclear force is a long range force. So for this particular range, what happens is, you know, the binding energy per nucleon doesn't change much. It is a gap where, you know, you reach the peak and it goes up slightly and comes down. Yes, but nuclear force is definitely a short range force. Saying that it is a long range force is definitely a wrong statement. Remember, the binding energy per nucleon, that particular graph, it goes up like this and it goes down. So in this particular range, it is roughly a constant. Yep, only this. Nuclear force is not long range. Gravitational force is a long range. Nuclear force is an extremely short range force, but it is very powerful in that short range. Next question. There is a horizontal pipe and cross section, density, section AB, velocity, pressure PA, PB. How many of you remember there was a similar question on day 1? It was on equation of continuity. Also, there was a question on, you know, if this is the velocity here, this is the pressure here, what is the, you know, pressure over there, or if pressure is given, what is the speed? We have done this question in the mock test itself. How many of you remember this? How many of you remember this? It feels like if you have been following me for even a small amount of time, you will feel that, sir, most of the questions you already do, sir. Most of the models are already getting repeated, sir. Sir, it's like you already know or predict the paper. So that's what is very important, because even out of 25 questions, you get that familiarity. With 5 or 6 questions, you feel, oh, thank God, at least I know something. Oh, thank God, this looks familiar. Then that anxiety comes down, the stress comes down, and even if something is new, you don't feel burdened and you get that confidence. So this is very straightforward. Use Bernoulli's equation over here. So pressure A plus half rho VA square, height is not changing because it is horizontal pipe, is PB plus half rho VB square over here. I think VA square and VB square is there over here. So it will be nothing but PB, or let's do one thing, half rho, and I will do VA square minus VB square. This will be equal to PB minus PA. So therefore, VA square minus VB square will be, take 2 on the top, so PB minus PA, and take rho below, So VA square minus VB square is 2 times PB minus PA by rho. That should be option number C, I believe. Yes, it is C, correct. C for Capto, C for Captain Shreyas. Yes, many students keep asking me, sir, where do I connect with you? Remember, it's always Captain Shreyas, Captain _ Shreyas. That is my handle on Telegram or Instagram. Anything you want to connect with me, I will try and reply as many times as possible. Okay, so Captain _ Shreyas, either on Telegram or on Instagram. All right, moving on. Next question. In an electromagnetic wave, some frequency field is given. What is the value of magnetic field? You guys in shift 2 are very lucky. How many of you remember the shift 1 question? You know how crazy that was? It was in XY plane. It was moving at an angle. Electric field was given as a vector quantity, and the electric field wave equation was given, and magnetic field wave equation was asked. You had to do cross product. You have to use E by B is equal to C. All those things. So this was such a straightforward question for you guys. Very lucky shift. I would say electric field by magnetic field is basically speed of light. And what is the value of magnetic field they have asked? Magnetic field is E by C. Electric field is 9.3 and speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8. Yep, what is it? 9.3 divided by 3, 3.1 will come, and yes, it will become 10 to the power negative 8. Yes, 3.1 10 to the power negative 8 is the answer. Option B for IIT Bombay. Very good, Pravalika. Srijita, very good. ODBG77F, awesomeness. Where can we get old PYQs? If you want the old PYQs, well, number one option, hard copy book of 38 years, 37 years or 40 years, 41 years, you will get that from Arihant or Disha publications. Second option, if you are in the Vedantu batch, then you have this pedagogy access, yes, where you get all the books absolutely free of cost in digital copy. It is not a PDF, it is a digital copy where you can go to any page. You can also see the videos related to that. You can make flashcards, you can create quizzes. So take out the digital copy of previous year JEE papers, is there in the pedagogy section of your Vedantu batches. Yep. Okay. Moving on to the next. I think this was the last question which I had. More questions, if they come up, I will put it up in the PDF. Now it is the time for chemistry. Okay. And some of you are also asking, sir, when will the JEE main second crash course be launched? We'll be launching it soon. But let me also tell you, there is a big surprise in it. There is board preparation also which will be done. Yes, for the second attempt. And there is another big surprise that we'll be preparing you for other exams also, like VIT EEE. And more surprises are there, which I'll be revealing very soon. Okay. Will there be any series for JEE Advanced? Yes, Devil, in February itself we will be launching it. Yep. Resonant frequency, if F is asked, 2 pi is there, Leto. But if it is omega, radians per second, then there is no 2 pi. F will have the 2 pi. Otherwise, it will not have 2 pi in the formula. Okay. So omega was asked. You can check the units of the options. Hold on. I'll just be calling Diksha ma'am. 1 second. Diksha. Yes. Just 1 second, guys.
Okay. How was physics paper, sir?
Physics paper was very simple, ma'am. This is the lucky shift actually.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
actually simple
It was
and
simple like a day one yesterday.
okay.
Not as simple as last year, but it was definitely better than the first morning shift.
Okay. For me in the morning shift, physical question was slightly easy, but physical chemistry question are slightly on a higher side.
Oh,
So
okay.
calculations more. So yeah,
Okay.
2-3 questions are like that. Organic chemistry is okay.
All right.
Inorganic is very easy.
Great. Cool, ma'am. All the best. And
Okay,
guys,
sir.
the PDF will be there in the description box, and tell students, ma'am, to like the video. Students.
Yes, students, please like the video. है ना? We are doing so much hard work for you only, right? So like the video and share this among your friends also, so that other shift students can also get benefit out of that, right? Okay. Yes. So this question is 81 gram of Al reacts with 128 gram of O2. Calculate the amount of Al2O3 is produced. Now, is this PPT? Yes, this is PPT, right? So if you talk about this thing here, this is basically, firstly let us draw the reaction here. So what is the reaction? The reaction is Al plus, no, this is not PPT, this is, I don't know. Okay, Al plus O2 give rise to Al2O3, right? Okay, so just let's just see this. It will be 2 and this will be 3 by 2. Okay, this will be the balanced equation that you will have, right? So firstly, let us calculate the limiting reagent from here, right? Basically this question is from limiting reagent. Okay, this question is from limiting reagent. How do you guess that this is from limiting reagent? When two things are given to you, Al and O2 is given to you with this much amount of O2, this is given to you, both the things are given to you, and they are asking you something new out of that. When in the reactant all the things are given to you, that means nahi yaar, not precipitate. PPT means presentation. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Not precipitate, guys, not precipitates. Okay, so this is the equation that you have. How you will guess that this is from limiting reagent? Because both the reactants are given to you. Now you have to find the ratio here, and you have to see which is having the less amount, that will be the limiting reagent. So let us find the limiting reagent here, right? Okay, yes, chalo. Now let us find the limiting reagent. Limiting reagent, you can also find it by let's calculate the number of moles here. Okay, so I'll just calculate the number of moles of El here, right? Is that visible? Number of moles of O2 over here, right? Let's just calculate that, and then we will divide it by the stoichiometry here. Okay, do you remember GS? Do you remember G ratio S? Okay, so you will find the G ratio S here. G is what is given to you, stoichiometry what is given here. Okay, let us firstly write down the value of G here. Okay, firstly let us write down the value of G here. Do you remember that trick, guys? Do you remember that trick? So firstly I'll just write down the G here. I'll just write down the G here. Then we will write G ratio S. Arey yaar, where it is? I'm not able to solve. Okay. This is G, right? G will be number of moles. This I am talking about Al here. This I am talking about O2 here. Number of moles of Al is going to be, everybody, 81 divided by 27, right? Number of moles of O2 is going to be 128 is the given mass, divided by O2 means 32, right? That is given to you. What is stoichiometry? That is 2 here, and here it is 3 by 2. So just divide G divided by S, G divided by S. Let us see which is the smallest value. So it is going to be 81 divided by 27 multiplied by 2 here, and this is going to be 128 divided by 32 divided by 3 by 2. Okay, so just find out which is having the less value, which is having less value. So clearly this will have the less value. Okay, this will be smaller value, this will be smaller value, so it will behave as the limiting reagent. Firstly, did you got how to find limiting reagent here? How to find? Just apply that G by S here. What is G? G is given to you in the question. Mass is given to you, molar mass you know. Mass is given to you, molar mass you know. Number of moles equals to given mass by molar mass. So just find out the value of G here, right? S is what? What is in the stoichiometry? It is 2 here, it is 3 by 2 here. So you divide G by S, and this is what you will get. The smaller value is the limiting reagent. Till now we know that EL is the limiting reagent. Okay, EL is the limiting reagent. This is what we know till now. And calculate the amount of Al2. Now everything is dependent on the limiting reagent only. They are asking you to find out the value of Al2O3. You will say that 2 moles of Al will produce 1 mole of Al2O3. Okay, now they are saying calculate the amount of Al2O3 produced. Okay, so number of moles of, you can say that 2 moles of, this means 2 into number of moles of Al is equals to number of moles of Al2O3, right? Okay, amount of Al2O3 na. So number of moles of Al is what? Number of moles of Al is what? Weight of Al, that is given to be 81 divided by molar mass, that is given to be 27. Weight of Al2O3 divided by molar mass of Al2O3. Just calculate the molar mass of Al2O3, guys. 27 into 2, 16 into 3. Yes, everybody, what is the molar mass of Al2O3? I think I have calculated it for you. Just give me a second. I'll just write it here. Yes, it will turn out to be 102. Okay, it will turn out to be 102. So this is going to be weight of Al2O3 is going to be 2 into 81 divided by 27 multiplied by 102, and the answer is going to be 102, 81, 27, 153. Is it 2 into number of 2 moles of this? So it will turn out to be weight is equals to Al2O3. It is going to be 153. Let me just see 2 moles of this. Wait a minute. We'll say calculate the amount of Al2O3. So 2 moles of Al is producing 1 mole of Al2O3, right? And they are asking you the mass over here. 2 moles of Al. 1 mole of Al will give you 1 by 2. 1 mole of Al will give you 2 mole of Al. So limiting is this one, na? Wait a minute. It is dependent on the limiting reagent. Just give me a second. It is dependent on the limiting reagent. This is the limiting reagent. Limiting reagent means that is, it will be fully consumed. So if it is 2 moles of this is going to give you 1 mole of that, 2 mole of this. Okay. Yes, so answer is going to be 612 is it coming out to be. Calculate the amount of Al2O3, 81. Let me see, 81 divided by this, 128 divided by 32. That is also correct. We divided it. This is coming out to be limiting reagent, which is a smaller part. So 2 of Al is giving you, you can just solve that, you will get your answer. I don't know what is the equation that you are getting. 3 moles of Al2. How come 3 moles, yaar? 3 moles of Al, how you are saying? 99. Wait a minute, I'll just apply the equilibrium here. Oh, sorry, equilibrium I'm saying. I'll just apply law of equivalence here. I think by that you will get the right answer. Hai na? So let's apply law of equivalence here instead of this, because here it is calculate the amount of Al2O3 produced, right? So you can directly apply that also, or you can just directly write it here, number of moles of Al, right? Because here it is 2 is equals to, this is 1, so it is N of AlO3, yes. Okay, Al2O3 divided by 1. Okay, so that will be multiplied by that. Okay, so number of Al, it is given to be, I think now you will get the right answer. Yes. Wait a minute. So this is weight is given to be 81 divided by 27 multiplied by 2. This is weight of Al2O3 divided by 102. Right, it is 1. So weight of Al2O3 81 multiplied by 102 divided by 27 into 2. Right, so it will turn out to be 153. Okay, yes. Right, okay, yes. So this is what basically you will apply the law of equivalence here, right? Once you calculate the limiting reagent, that this limiting reagent and this is under the balance, 2 moles here and 1 mole it is giving, so that will be divided. Yes, by mistake, yeah, that will be divided and then you will get the answer, right? Okay, yes. Now next question is from organic chemistry. Again, this question was also very simple, but here you just need to know that there is limiting reagent. After calculating, you can easily solve this, right? This question, I would say it will not take that much of time, because what you have to do, firstly just Dow's process, right? That is, it will be converted into chlorobenzene is converted into phenol. Then after that you further do its oxidation, it will be converted into benzoquinone. Okay, so it's not even time taking, very simple question it is. So simply this is asked. So let us see in the question, because this is what students has told. So I don't know what is the question. Maybe they are asking you the molecular form, molar mass of the B part, or maybe they have given you the options, right? So this is the data that we have got. Okay, so next question is, identify the complex in which central metal ion has D4 configuration. Central metal ion has D4 configuration. Okay, this is also a simple question from DNF block, or you can say coordination compounds. Now, in the central metal ion, what you have to do, just calculate the oxidation number here. So it will be x minus 8 is equals to minus 2. So it is going to be x is equals to plus 6. So here Fe is equals to minus 8 is equals to minus 2. So this is plus 6 only, plus 6 oxidation state. Here Mn is in x minus 6 is equals to minus 3. So Mn is in plus 3 oxidation state. Here iron is in x minus 6 is equals to minus 3. Again iron is in plus 3 oxidation state, right? Okay, now next is, I'm still questionable about this compound Fe plus 6, very rare. Okay, so this is x minus 6 is equals to minus 2, x is going to be plus 4 oxidation state. Again, this is also not very like very common. Okay, so now let us find out Fe plus 6. Okay, so Fe is basically 4s2 3d6, right? You take out electrons, it will be 3d2 3 4 5 6, so it will be 3d2, right? So definitely 3d2 is not a d4 configuration. Manganese, we know what is manganese. It is Saktiv Kar Man, right? 25. So it is 4s2 3d5. How many electrons you have to take here? 3 electrons. So we can say it will be 3d4. Mn3 positive is 3d4. So answer is going to be B is the correct answer. Okay, B is the correct answer, right? Okay, B is the correct answer. Simple question, direct question. Next is, consider the given following reaction. This is a reaction. Alpha is the degree of dissociation. Calculate Kp in terms of total pressure. Acha, here what is given to you na? Basically in this question, important part is you have to assume a lot of things here, right? So let us see, let us just try to find this. X2 give rise to X2 plus half of Y2. Now, here this is from equilibrium. So I'll just consider the following reaction. This is a reaction. Alpha is the degree of dissociation in terms of alpha, and not even we are calculating Kp in terms of total pressure. That means I have to let's assume, if I am assuming Pi as the pressure here, I have to convert it into Pt. So if I am assuming Pt is the total pressure, so I have to answer it according to Pt. So we know that this is solid, this is gas, this is gas. So only gas we will take the pressure, it's not the solid. So I'm just assuming this is 1, so I'll take it as a Pi. This is half, so it will be Pi by 2. Okay. Now, if I calculate this Pt is going to be Pi plus Pi by 2, because Pt is going to be total pressure in this vessel, right? This is solid, it does not have any pressure, right? So here it is going to be P total is equals to, this is going to be 3 Pi by 2, right? And we want the answer in terms of Pt. Right, this P is nothing but Pt only. We want the answer in Pt, right? So answer is going to be, so here let's calculate the value of Pi in terms of this. So it will be 2 Pt divided by 3, right? Once you got this, now what you have to do, you have to solve the value of Kp here. Kp is equals to products by reactant. So it will be pressure of X2, right? Stoichiometry is 1 multiplied by pressure of Y2. Right, this is Y2, this is 1 by 2. Okay, pressure of X2 is given to be, we have assumed it to be Pi, right? Pressure of Y2 is Pi by 2. Okay, Pi by 2. That is 1 by 2. Okay, so just now solve it. Otherwise, this is not a difficult question. It's a very, very simple question. So it will be Pi raised to power, this is 1 by 2, 1 plus 1 by 2, and here it is 2 1 by 2. So it is going to be pi, this is 3 by 2, right? Okay, divided by 2, 1 by 2. Now what is the value of pi from here? It is 2 pt by 3. Okay, so it is 2 p total, right? 2 pt by 3 by 3. So this is 3 by 2. Now guys, what you will see, there was also 2 raised to power 1 by 2. 2 raised to power 3 by 2 and 2 raised to power 1 by 2, they will cancel out each other and you will have 2 here, right? Okay, so this will be pt 3 by 2 and here you will have 3 by 2, right? So which is the question that you have? Yes, 2p 3 by 2, this is 3 by 2, so answer is A is the correct answer. Okay, okay, answer is A is the correct answer. Got it or not, everybody? Okay, so it was not a tough question, it was a simple question only. It's just that you have to, if you know this step by that, so it will become very simple for you to answer this, right? Okay, now next question is, next is phenol. I would say organic chemistry is on a easier side, right? It is on a easier side as compared to physical chemistry, right? Inorganic chemistry is also easy in this shift. Phenol and alcohol melting point increases with increase in carbon atoms. Okay, that is true. As you increase the molar mass, melting point is going to increase. That is the correct statement, right? Phenol and alcohol has higher melting point than ether and haloalkanes. Definitely, because phenol and alcohol has hydrogen bonding, so they have higher melting point. So this is also true, right? So both the statement are correct statements. So answer is C is the correct answer. Okay, C is the correct answer. This is easy, right? So this is the easy question. Now this question is a very good question, okay? So you will enjoy solving this question, right? So it is a tricky question, I would say, right? You have to firstly assume a lot of things here, right? Okay, so let's understand this question, right? It's an important question, guys. When a firstly let's imagine what they are saying here. Let's understand what exactly they are saying here. When a non-solute, non-volatile it should be, non-volatile solute it should be, when a non-volatile solute is added to a volatile solvent, the vapor pressure decreases, that we know, by 10 mm of Hg. That means, can we say that delta H is given to you? Can we say that delta, sorry, not delta H, can we say that this is delta P is given to you? Right, mole fraction of solute is this much. Mole fraction is also given to you, right? So that means from here we can find the value of P naught, because relative lowering in vapor pressure is delta P divided by P naught equals to mole fraction of solute. Now P naught will be equals to mole fraction of solute delta P. That means we can say P naught is equals to delta P is given to be 10, right? So it will be 10 divided by 0.2, so it will cancel it here. So it will be 50 mm of Hg, right? That is the value of initial pressure that it might have, right? Okay, initial pressure was P naught, right? Next, if second solute, now we are saying A solute was added, you had a solution, you have a solvent, you are adding A here, you are adding B also here, right? For A something is given to us. Now they are saying that if second solute is added to the same solution. Now very important thing here, very important thing, I'll assume here, because I know that mole fraction, the sum of mole fraction is unity, right? I know that sum of mole fraction is unity, right? Sum of mole fraction is unity. This is what you know, right? So if I say for the first concept, when you have a bit, this is very important. If you have a solvent, you are adding solute A, I have to now assume one thing, that when I'm adding one solute here, this solute has mole fraction 0.2, and I know that mole fraction of solute plus solvent should be unity. So can I say that mole fraction of solvent is going to be 0.8, that is 1 minus 0.2, right? From there what I'll do, I'll just assume that, so that I can answer this question, right? Okay, so with that proper logic only, we are assuming that number of moles of A is going to be, we are assuming it to be 0.2, and number of moles of solvent is 0.8. Okay, is 0.8, and we are taking number of moles of B as this. Right, now we will apply the same thing here. If second solute is added to the same solution and vapor pressure of solution decreases by 20. Now earlier it was P0, that was 50, right? With PA it was decreased by 10. With addition of B also it is decreased by 20. So that means here on adding this it is decreased by 10, on adding this it is decreased by 20, so total decrement is 30, right? So now for the new case, for the second case, what I'll assume, delta P dash divided by P naught is equals to, this is the mole fraction of this second solute, that is going to be mole fraction of second solute. I can write it as, can we write it as number of moles of B, so surely it will be added on both sides, right? So these are the total number of moles, that is 0.8, this will be 1, this is the molar number of moles of solute, so that will be 0.2. Okay, yes students, got it? So basically solute is, these two are the solute, so it is solute by solvent, solute by total. So solute moles are NB and Na. Na is given to be 0.2. NB we are trying to solve it only, right? So total number of moles is 0.8 plus 0.2, that is 1 plus NB, that is the total number of moles here. So that is the mole fraction of solute now, because now we have two solutes here, right? Okay, so now what we will do, that's why this particular step is very important here. It is very, very important here, right? Okay, you can also assume something different things. Answer you will get as same only. Why we have assumed this thing? Because 0.2 was already given to us. That's why to make the calculations easy, we have assumed this thing, right? So now P naught is given to be 30 only. Sorry, not P naught. P naught is given to be 50, that we have calculated 50. Delta P dash is given to be 30, because total now after adding one more solute change is 30, right? This is NB, this is 0.2, NB plus 1. Okay, we have everything. From there we'll calculate the value of NB. Okay, from there we'll calculate the value of NB. Yes everybody, from there we will calculate the value of NB here. So NB will turn out to be 1 after solving, right? Calculate the mole fraction of second solute here, right? Chalo, calculate the mole fraction of second solute. For only second solute, not even this whole thing, they are asking you only for second solute. This was for overall. Overall. When we are thinking that A is also added, B is also added, now they are saying only for B, what is the mole fraction? For second solute, if I name it as B, this will be number of moles of B divided by total number of moles. Number of moles of B I have calculated here, that is 1. Total number of moles is 0.2, this is 1, this is 0.8, this will 1, this is 1, so it will turn out to be total number of moles is 2, right? So it is 2, so answer is 0.5. Okay, so answer is 0.5, so answer will be C is the correct answer, and this I would say this is a very, very, very interesting question. Okay, yes, this is a very, very interesting question. It is tricky, no doubt. Yes, so I would say this is a good question, right, for your JEE mains, right? So I will not say, okay, if you have not done any good practice, then you will be able to solve this, because it's not like it's something out of the box, but this particular, assuming this thing is important for you, right? Okay, right? So you can also assume something else, but answer will be same. Answer will turn out to be same. Okay, understood? Yes, students. Okay, now next is consider the following E naught values. This is a simple question. Now what they are saying here, Consider the following values of E naught, which of the following will have most negative delta G naught? Most negative delta G naught. We know that delta G naught, if you see here, delta G naught, let me just write it here. Delta G naught, why I am not able to write it? This is pen I selected. Okay. Chalo, I'll write it here. Delta G is equals to minus NF E naught cell, isn't it? Now, if I want this to be negative, that means I need a value which has high positive value. Only then I'll get high negative value of delta G naught. I need to have high positive value, right? Now, here what I'll do, I'll just calculate the E naught cell values here. E naught cell is what? E naught cell is equals to reduction potential of cathode minus reduction potential of anode. Now, cell representation is given to you. Always for cell representation, it's AC. Okay, it's AC. AC is what? Here it is anode, this is cathode. This is anode, this is cathode. It is anode and this is cathode. Okay, this is anode and this is cathode. That is AC. Okay, that is AC. Now what we will do here, anode, cathode minus anode, it will be, first it will have copper. Copper is given to be 0.34. Okay, so that is reduction potential. That means here increase in oxidation is given to you, no? Both should be the reduction potentials only. That means decrease in oxidation number. Here it is decreasing, right? Okay, so firstly let me see if all are reducing potential only. Here it is decreasing, here it is decreasing, here it is decreasing. All are reduction potential only, so no need to worry about that. So this is cathode minus anode, so it will be 0.34 minus of anode is this one, anode is zinc, so for anode it is minus 0.76, so answer is going to be 1.1. okay, what about this one? For here you have Ag minus Mg. Ag is what? Ag is given to be 0.8 minus Mg. Mg is what? Mg is minus 2.36. It will turn out to be minus plus, so it will be 2.36.8, right? 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So it will be 3.16. 3.16. I think this should be the correct answer, but still we'll see other things also. Mg and this. So zinc minus magnesium. Zinc minus magnesium. So zinc is what? This is definitely not. Zinc is minus 0.76 minus magnesium. So it will be plus point, not point. It will be plus 2.36. Okay, so definitely it will be less as compared to that. Because from 2 point something you are subtracting 7.6, so definitely it will going to be less than 3.16, right? Last is the Ag minus copper. Ag is 0.8. Ag is 0.8 minus copper. Copper is what? 0.3. Definitely this will be also not greater than 3.16. So answer will be B is the correct answer. Okay, B is the correct answer. Okay, yes everybody, B is the correct answer. Understood? Now, next is, okay, a compound X consume 2 moles of H2 and when X heated with KMnO4. This question is a simple question for organic chemistry, right? So it's not a complicated question, because what you have to do, you just have to combine these things together. See, a compound X consume 2 mole of H2. 2 mole of H2 and when X is heated with KMnO4 gives this. That means you have some double bonds. You'll break them. You will attach double bond O. Right? Okay, so basically you're doing oxidative ozonolysis kind of thing you are doing, right? Okay, oxidative, not reductive, right? So KMnO4H positive, that means you're doing oxidative ozonolysis only. Like the answer will be same, right? So double bond will break, you will have double, that means for example you have double bond here, it will break double bond O. Rest of the hydrogens will be converted to OH. This is what you are doing here, right? Okay, so you have to do the reverse process here. Reverse means you just have to join all the 3 molecules together. So how I'll join this? So this is basically C. Wait, pen. Okay, this is C. This is CH3. This is CH3. This is the double bond, right? I'll join this with this double bond, right? So this is C. This is C double bond. C double bond C. Right, this C has the CH3 here, this CH3 I am drawing here, this C has this CH2. You can also join other combination, it doesn't matter, your sigma bond is going to remain the same only, so you don't need to worry about that. Like, why I am joining it like this? Because here it is double bond, or here it is double bond, so it's easy for to join it there like that. So this is CH2 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 CH2. Now you have C double bond OOH. So instead of that, I'll join this thing. This is C double bond OH, this is C double bond. So I'll join these two double bond O here, and this will be CH3, right? This carbon, and I joined it with this carbon. This is CH3. I'll just complete the hydrogens here, hydrogen here and hydrogen here. Now, can I see you have two pi bonds? That's why you needed 2 moles of H2 here. Right, okay, so here we can say this is the right answer. So how many sigma bonds they are asking you? 3 sigma bond, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Okay, so answer will be 27 sigma bonds. Okay, so answer is going to be how many sigma bonds? How many sigma bonds total? 27 sigma bonds in total. Right? Is that clear to everybody? Is that clear? Yes. Yes, you can say it is easy, but I would say some physical chemistry questions that we did, 1 to 2 questions, they were good questions. Okay, so I can't say that directly. If you know the formula, you don't know any concept, you just directly apply the formula. No, it was not direct formula application. You need to have some knowledge about the theory as well to apply that formula. But about organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry, that is quite simple. Okay, yes. Now I'll just call Namrata ma'am and I'll see, and let's see how many other, I think 1, 2 more questions of organic chemistry I have for you that I'll see after Namrata ma'am session. Okay, yes. Just give me a second.
More questions from mathematics, and before I start, do like the session because I can see live watching is there but likes are not there. Okay, right? And one news that we are going to bring a JEE crash course in pure English for the second attempt, which will be inclusive of your board's preparation also. Okay, all right, so let's just do it. Let's just grab some more questions. Let's see. Keep. Okay, keep. Then we are having this. Okay. Downloading. What? What Ninja 64? What are you saying? You guys have got no chill, huh? Nobody will be able to track me, so say whatever. Nobody is going to track me, na, to write whatever we want to. Yes? Okay. Okay. All right, so let's start. This is the question from sequence and series, which is again a high weighted chapter, sequence and series. Very good and easy question you can see on your screen. Let us see how to solve it one by one. Okay. Then we are having an arithmetic progression with common difference already given, which is 3 by 2. Now this is a quadratic equation whose roots are 10th and 11th terms of this arithmetic progression. Can anybody tell me 10th term T10 will be what? So A plus 9 times D. D is already given, right? And T11 will be what? A plus 10 times D. Correct? Yes, this is T10 and T11. These are the roots. So this is your alpha, you can say, and this is your beta. Correct? Now I just want the value of A. A. Can anybody tell me what is the value of A? Now one more thing they are giving. Sum of 11 terms is 88. So 88 is equals to 11 terms. 11 by 2. 2 times A plus 9. 11 terms na, n minus 1. So 11 terms, so 9. 9 nahi, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. 10 into D is 3 by 2. From here, what we are going to do is, we are going to calculate the value of A. Correct? So this is 11 ones are 11, this is 11 8s are 8 2s are 16 is equals to 2A, plus this is 5 3s are 15. 2A is coming out as 1, A is coming out as half. Now you plug in the value of A right here. So A is half, so half plus 27 by 2, 14 is the value of alpha, and similarly over here you can see if I put half, 31 by 2 is the value of beta. Correct? Now sum of roots, can anybody tell me? 14 plus 31 by 2. Okay, so 28 plus 31 by 2, and this is 9, 3, 4, 5, 59 by 2. Correct? Alpha plus beta, and as per this equation, this is P by 3. Correct? So P is coming out as, you calculate the value of P from here. Now product of roots, alpha into beta. This is what? 31 by 2 into 14. Correct? So 31 into 7. 7 3s are 217 is product of roots Q by 3. So from here you can get the value of Q as well. Q minus 2P you can easily calculate. Let me just give you the direct solution right here, right here, right here. So yes, from here you can see your P is coming out as what? P by 3 is 59 by 2. Q by 3 is this. So Q minus 2P will be 474. Okay. All right. Clear? Getting it? Understanding it? Okay. Yes. Now we are having a question. Okay, so already we have done some questions, so I'm going to directly go towards which question. So all this is done, and we are having a question. Okay. Done. So we are having a question. Yes, integration, definite integration. Okay. Definite integration. Okay, some of you are JEE 2026 aspirants now. We are planning something for you, 2026 aspirants. We are planning something for you guys also. So stay tuned. Okay, stay tuned. Good news is going to come. K edits, very good question, 2026 batch. Okay, so just after this JEE main, we are going to bring something special for you. Do not worry. Okay. Okay, so dates will be announced a little later. Okay, super soon. But chalo, this question. Okay, this question, can you see? Ninja technique. Can you apply ninja technique to find I integration over here? This I integration, I is nothing but upper limit minus lower limit by 2. Pi by 4 is the value of I. So question is saying I integration is this. Find the value of this. Now understand what is this. Understand what is this. 0 to 2i. Okay. X sin x cos x. Okay. Upon sin power 4x plus cos power 4x. So this value you have to understand, you have to know. So what I'm going to do is, you know it, right? Whenever you see, understand, whenever you see trigonometry and algebra together, All of you who have studied from me, 2 days before I was telling you this. Algebra, X and trigonometry together. Apply King's property. So this is, suppose this is U. Apply King's property and add. If you apply King's property now, I value is pi by 4. So 2i will be what? Tell me the value of 2i. 2i will be pi by 2. So 0 to pi by 2. Correct? This is the value of u dx. Correct? Now I am going to apply the King's property and I am going to add. You will realize that what I am trying to say. Sin x cos x upon sin power 4 plus cos power 4 integral 0 to pi by 2 is right here. This is u with respect to dx. If you add this, add these two quantities, 2u is equals to twice of u is equals to what? Now understand, x sin x cos x minus x sin x cos x cancelled out. So 2u is equals to pi by 2 sin x cos x upon sin power 4x plus cos power 4x dx. Now how to integrate, ma'am? How to integrate? Understand what I'm going to do. I am going to convert each and everything in terms of tan x. If I put tan x equals to t, I know that sec square x dx will become dt. Yes or not? Okay. Clear, clear, clear? Perfect. Okay, so clearly we can see over here that pi by 2 is right here. Hai na? Now integration 0 to pi by 2. Okay, now understand what I'm going to do. I am going to take cos raised to power 4 out. Take cos raised to power 4 out. Okay, so if you take cos raised to power 4 out, this is u is equals to 0 to pi by 2, pi by 4. Now if you take cos raised to power 4 out, what you're going to get is, tell me, ma'am, tan raised to power 4x plus 1. And if you're taking cos raised to power out from the denominator, cos raised to power 4 out from the numerator as well. So this is going to give you sin x into cos x upon cos cube. Understand? Sin x cos x upon cos cube. Yes or no? Understanding or not? Okay, ma'am. Understanding. Now understand one more thing. So sin x and this is what? So this is, sorry, cos power 4x. So cos x and this 4 will become 3 now. Okay. So 4 will become 3. Understand? Or I can write cos square x, cos square x, cos x, cos x. Yes, better, better, better. Basically, I have divided the numerator and denominator by cos power 4x. That's it. So if I divide cos power 4x, it will become tan power 4 plus 1. So tan power 4 plus 1 in the denominator. What about numerator? So cos x gone. Sin x upon cos x is tan x. And 1 by cos square x. Sec square x. Sec square x upon 1 plus tan power 4x. Integration 0 to pi by 2. Pi by 4 is already out, is equals to u. Correct or not? Now understand one more thing. Okay, so this is dt. If you put tan x equals to t, obviously this will become dt. So now what you're going to get is u is equals to pi by 4. This is dt upon 1 plus t power 4. And please do not talk about the limits because I'm going to convert the limits in the very end. Let's not bother about limits, okay? Let's not bother about limits. Now t dt upon 1 plus t raised to power 4. Okay, so I need another slide over here. Yes. See, t dt upon 1 plus t power 4, 1 plus t power 4 integral t square, you have to put u now. T square is equals to u. So tell me 2t dt is equals to du. So t dt will become du upon u and this is 1 plus, sorry, upon 2, correct? 1 plus u square integral, correct? So this is 1 by 2 tan inverse u. Tan inverse u. What is u? Tell me. Tan inverse tan square x. This is what it is. And let's not forget there are few terms. Pi by 4 was already there. So pi by 4 is already there. Pi by 4 was already there. Pi by 4 was already there. Now the limits are 0 to pi by 2. If you put the limits, pi by 8 will be there. Correct? Now pi by 8. Put pi by 2. So tan square pi by 2. So this is not defined. Oh, tan inverse not defined is what? If you put pi by 2, tan square pi by 2 is what? Not defined. Tan inverse not defined is what? Pi by 2. So pi by 2, so your answer will be pi square by 16. This is absolutely correct. Pi square by 16. Option B, absolutely right. Okay, yes, neon edits. Yes, neon edits. Okay. Yes, Cosbook. All right, clear? So I think this I have already told you now, that this integration will be done by ninja technique, upper limit minus lower limit by 2, and this integration where x and trigonometry are together, apply King's property and add, so that you at least get rid of the x part. This x is gone now. X is gone. So this is done. Okay. Now understand, this was your integration. Now follow the normal integration thing. Okay. So what you need to do is, you have to take cos power 4 common from numerator and denominator, put tan x equals to t, so that sec square x dx will become dt, and you will get this integration, and you are done. So this, with this question, okay, we are done with this question. Now we have a very good question. Okay, this is a very good question over here, because this is my favorite chapter, binomial theorem. Okay, binomial theorem. Okay, let's do it. In expansion of this, coefficient of x and x square is 1 and minus 2. Okay, then we are here to figure out the value of p square plus q square. Pure equation solving game is right here. 1 plus x power p. Understand that we are only looking for x and x square coefficient, so we don't need to expand the complete thing. Just a few terms will work for us. 1 plus x power p, can anybody tell me what is the expansion, ma'am? 1 plus x power p will be 1 plus px plus p minus 1 upon 2x square, and so on. Correct? Multiply, I am going to get 1 minus x power q, right? So 1 minus qx plus q minus 1 upon 2x square, and all the way up to. Now just tell me, how will you get x? How to get x? Understand, x you will get if you multiply 1 and minus qx. So coefficient will be minus q. Coefficient of x I am trying to write 1 into minus q. Px into 1 will also give you, and that's it. So minus q plus p, so coefficient of x is 1. So this is the very first equation. Now same thing, you have to apply your brains for coefficient of x square. Now tell me exactly how will you get x? So you have to multiply this whole thing, p minus 1 upon 2x square into 1. Multiply this and this. So you are going to get p minus 1 upon 2. This is, by the way, a direct PYQ. It was asked in JEE in 2023. Okay, direct, similar type of question. So this is x square coefficient. This way you will get. Then plus q minus 1 upon 2. And by the way, one more thing, you can get the coefficient of x square by multiplying these two. So minus pq is equals to minus 2. Okay, so now understand, we are going to solve this out. Okay, p square plus q square minus p plus q, and we are going to have minus 2pq is equals to what? Minus 4. This is your equation. Now understand, p square plus q square. So this is p minus q whole square. P square plus q square minus 2pq, and this is p plus q is equals to minus 4. P minus q whole square. So p minus q is 1. So this is 1 square minus p plus q is equals to minus 4. So over here p plus q is going to give you 5. P plus q is 5. P minus q is 1. P plus q is 5. P minus q is 1. So just tell me, sorry, 1. If you add these two quantities, 2p is equals to, p is coming out as 3. Okay, I to feel the data is also same. Data is also same. Repeated question. Okay. Yes, Saichan, do not worry. Okay, so 3, 2 now, 3 square, 9, 2 square, 4. So 13 will be the correct answer of this question. I think this is a repeated question. I think everybody will be able to do that. This is the solution which I have right away. So you can check it out. Okay. All right. Done. Okay, all right. Now we are having, okay. Ma'am, I have very low score in math. Tomorrow is my exam second shift. Second shift, you are saying. So what chapters shall I do in last minute revision? Please reply, ma'am, please. Okay. So this session is really live, smooth dove. Important chapters, see, you are seeing the models, right? General questions, shortest distance between two lines, properties of a joint, then we have a system of linear equations, right? These type of predicted questions that you can do. Definite integration mein King's property, King's rule. Okay, so these predicted models are anyway coming, and I will show you one more question, and some are non-predictable, which nobody will be able to understand that what are you getting. Now this, understand this question, okay? This is a new pattern question, but again an easy question, okay? An easy question. So this is, A is given as mod of x plus y greater than or equals to 3. So I'm going to plot this. Understand, mod of x plus y greater than or equals to 3, that means two things are going to happen, x plus y greater than or equals to 3 and x plus y less than or equals to minus 3, right? So x plus y is greater than, x plus y equals to 3 means this particular portion, understand. This is x plus y equals to 3. X plus y equals to minus 3 will be this parallel line, this particular portion, okay? All right, so these points are, understand, 3, 0, 0, 3, and this is what? 0, minus 3 and 3 minus 3, 0. Now what about this? Mod x plus mod y less than or equal to 3. So this particular area, if I just try to write, this is just a diamond area, inside area. Can you see? Mod x plus mod y is less than or equals to 3. That means this white area, equality is right there. That means that white color and inside area. Okay, now intersection of A and B area will be what? So I am going to exactly mark the intersection area by red color. Okay, so this white and yellow overlapping, so this is one intersection, this is another intersection. Okay, so only these values, this particular portion and this particular portion. Now they are saying sum of x plus y for all values of x comma y belongs to C. Understand, this red color is representing C region. C region is having this and this. Now understand, whatever point I feel that, okay, this is the point, suppose this is x comma y, and this will be what? Minus x comma minus y. Exactly, numbers will be same, but the values will be opposite. Yes or no? Because this line is x plus y is equals to 3. This line is x plus y is equals to minus 3. So if you get a point over here, suppose 1, 2. So you are exactly going to get minus 1, minus 2. What does that mean? If you try to find the sum, you will realize that everything will get cancelled out. This is the positive thing. This is the exactly negative thing. Find the sum of x plus y is 0. A big fat 0, guys. Big fat 0. Okay. Okay. Tips on calculus. Okay. Tips on calculus, I will give it right away, I think. So, some tips on calculus will be. Okay. So, first of all, definite integration may, as much as King's property problems you can do it. Okay. Then, indefinite integration may, you just go through all the types. That, okay, if this particular type of question appears, you have to substitute this. This type of question appears, you have to substitute this. then maxima minima, increasing decreasing type of problems, and then we have in differentiation domain related problems, Fog-X domain, Goff-X domain, right? So like this, and then we have differential equation. Mein, do not forget linear differential equation, homogeneous linear differential equation in X and in Y both. Okay, so if you do this, I think last minute mein you can only do this. Okay, all right. And also before leaving, do like the session and leave the comment that how did you like this video. And also we are going to bring a JEE crash course for April second attempt, okay, wherein we are going to teach for second attempt along with boards will be inclusive in that package. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. This is me, Ninja ma'am. This was the last question. We are going to done and dusted with this particular session, and I'm going to see you tomorrow again in the similar paper solving discussion. Bye bye guys. See you.